Okay, so one more controversy that happened today is a political one where the Bharatiya Janata Party released a question that was asked in Parliament of the then MOS Defence, Mr. Pallam Raju. The question was asked by Hema Malini, in which she said, what is the status of the National War Memorial in 2008 in UPA 1? And the then minister said that as of now the land has not been obtained. The political point that the BJP is making is that the UPA or the Congress party was that clueless about the formation of a National War Memorial. So they were procrastinating and delaying. We have Mr. Pallam Raju with us. Mr. Raju, good evening. My first question to you is, this letter from the past has come back to haunt you, where you seem to have replied by saying that the land has not been obtained. The BJP says that the Congress party or the UPA delayed even the procurement of land. Talk about honoring the Jawans.
Can I clarify that?
Yes.
Okay, I was served as the MOS Defence in the UPA for 7 years, between 2006 and until 2012. And I remember that at the beginning of my tenure and around 2008 when I replied to that question, there were several options before the armed forces as to where the location ought to be. And that was the only reason for the delay in identifying the land. Subsequently, we did identify the land and we did allocate the budget for the construction of the National War Memorial. So in identifying the land, in allocating the budget for constructing the War Memorial, the then government, UPA government, cannot be faulted.
Yes, but Mr. Pallam Raju, the point that the government is making is that ultimately it was their political will which created a situation where the National War Memorial exists in its physical form.
One thing in our defense that I can say is we've never politicized the aspect of defense. Mm-hmm. The defense of the nation is sacrosanct and it is a continuum across governments. And we never did politicize the aspect of what has to be done for the armed forces. And
do you feel it's being done now?
And
in what context are you making this point?
It is being done very, very blatantly based on a letter, a reply that I had given in Parliament in 2008.
Okay. Now, what do you feel, Mr. Pallam Raju, of putting out one flame for another? Amar Jawan.
I am actually constantly amazed at the sense of priority of the current government. When a pandemic is raging, when the economy is down, and we have the enemy breathing down across the border from China. And is this the time when we should be debating about shifting of flames or making a decision on the shifting of flames? Our priority ought to be strengthening our defenses, having a clear strategy about countering China on the border and fortifying our defenses. And we should not be led astray by situations like this. Having said that, I can clearly see that there is a abject disrespect by the current government and the current dispensation to history, the way they've gone about in altering the central vista when we are facing all these challenges as a nation, and also this event of shifting the flame from the Amar Jawan Jyoti to the National War Memorial. So I'm constantly amazed at their sense of priority. Now, having said that, I think there was a reason why we set the flame at the Amar Jawan Jyoti, and that was done to commemorate our victory of 1971. And that ought to be respected. You know, history is a continuum again, and we should take pride in history by respecting the past while we create new history. We're very happy that the current government has created the National War Memorial in continuation of the work that was done by the previous government. We are very, very happy about it. But I question the timing of shifting when we have.
What about the timing?
I mean, I said the priority should be something else. This should not be the priority. The priority should be on facing our other bigger challenges.
Sure. Okay. Mr. Pallam Raju, thank you very much for joining us right here on The Big Fight.